Hi guys, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Really good.
So to start, Vicky, I'll start with you. When you're making a movie and like crafting this character who is, going through her own journey and kind of struggling to see where she's fitting in, what for you was the fun of getting to craft a character like that we are also like we're going on this same journey of discovery with her throughout the movie?
I think it was quite nice to film Silver Haze because we were really free with what we was able to do. We improvised quite a lot um, between us all. We all threw our ideas in together and made Silver Haze. But it was just the fact of feeling so safe and having so much fun on set. And we when there were some days where we never knew our next location was to film. So it was just the like where we're going to end up next. Like it was just the whole journey of making Silver Haze was a journey in itself, and to be able to put it on screen and let the audience see, it's just great. It's just the lovely experience. I'll do it again.
When Sasha, I love for like the vibe of this movie reminded me a lot of like how movies like 13 and things used to be filmed. Like I love the kind of very close and personal look we got at these characters, but through the camera because it let the audience into their lives and it wasn't kind of, this staged thing. Was that your intention with like having, a lot of closer shots and things that put us into this family dynamic?
Yes, I mean the way we shot it was we shot it with a really small crew, almost documentary like. We didn't have makeup and we didn't have wardrobe and we didn't have trailers. We had a lot of nothing. But what I didn't want it to look like a documentary, so uh yeah, we shot everything almost on a movie, which is sort of a steady cam.
Mhm.
And I really wanted it to be colorful and be into the mind of Frankie basically and go on the journey with her.
Yeah, and Vicky with Frankie, she's such an interesting character because it's like she lives with her family. It's not like the best situation, but then she's also a nurse and she's kind of very good at being a nurse and doing like what she has to do with her job. What for you is the fun of getting to play someone who is, both like she's kind of contradictory when you first meet her. You're like, oh, I know what she's gonna be like, and then she's nothing like we kind of perceived from the first moment.
Um, I mean, I am that in real life. I work in a hospital in real life. So to be able to bring that into Silver Haze just gives people an insight that doesn't matter what trauma you've been through, you can still do what you want to do in life. I always wanted to work in the healthcare profession, and I was just fortunate enough that I got a job in that profession, and it just shows, I think, the audience that Frankie is a caring person. She has got, she does want to make a difference in other people's lives, but as well as her own life, and the difference she's trying to make in her life isn't kind of working. So I think she just uses it in her other job in the hospital. She can give the care and the compassion there, and that's all she wants in her real life. And and then their relationship with Florence isn't what it seems, but for some reason Frankie just wants wants to try even harder, and she tries so hard that she ends up pushing Florence away. So it's just she just pushes and pushes and pushes until she gets to what she wants to do, and at the end of the film it works out. So that's just like me in real life, really. I just try and not give up on something. If something doesn't go my way, I try and do it a different way.
Yeah, and I do love like Sasha to go back to what Vicky said earlier about like you letting them kind of improvise and stuff. Was that to try and like make it as real as possible and get genuine reactions, or how was the improv aspect kind of brought into everything when you guys were shooting?
That was the idea from the start. I wrote the entire script, but then sometimes I was like, okay, this scene is about this, and please give it yeah, give it whatever you have to give it. We can always go back to the lines, and it gave, I think, a realism to it, but also, yeah, Vicky and Esme, they gave so much light and humor into it, and yeah, so I think together all of us created something that was real and that was in that moment. And sometimes it was very intense, and sometimes the fighting, for instance, Esme would scream at Vicky and then would be like, okay, is this okay, the way I'm treating you? And um yeah, so it was really, yeah, everybody gave something of themselves to it.
And Vicky, when you guys were all kind of working together, especially because there is such, we have to kind of be thrown in with this family at the start, and then like we get to meet like Florence and we're with Frankie a lot, so we understand those characters. But did you guys all have conversations about the family dynamic and where you guys all kind of were with each other before you guys started filming?
Um, oh, I think. Sorry, what was the question again?
Did you guys like with the whole family like that we really are with, especially at the beginning of the movie? Did you guys have conversations about where everyone was in their relationships to each other before you guys started filming?
Um, no, it was kind of like, I would say, true to life, but it's more like we wanted to, my mum isn't like that in the film. My mum's the glue of the family, so it was just more like, I don't know, just I don't think we really had a conversation about it. I think it was just more improvisation, and it just everyone done their own thing and it worked. And my real sister's in the film,
Mhm.
my real brother's in the film, my real nephew, he's also in the film. And just to have them on set and get to allow them to experience just a bit what I do, was just great. And everyone works well, and yeah, it was just a nice atmosphere on set. It was
Does that
good.
help you mess around a little bit, knowing
Yeah,
it's like it's your brother and you can like say whatever to him and it's like whatever, who cares?
there's no boundaries. That's how we are in real life. It's a love-hate relationship between all of them. I'm one of uh, six, so my mum's got six kids. So we're always at each other's throats. So to have that on set, and yeah, it was great.
Well, I love that because I understand. I have two older brothers and I would be screaming at him on set. But well then, Sasha, for you, how is it, kind of directing this family of like this actual family all kind of like interacting and dealing with each other as characters, but they are still like family at the end of the day?
Well, it was lovely. I mean, it was good that I already knew them before we shot Silver Haze, because we did Dirty God together, Vicky and me. And in that time, yeah, I came to her house. I met her sister a couple of times, and her brother, and everybody. So they knew what it was. They had seen Dirty God. They had seen everything that happened with Vicky afterwards. So that was good. And I think they trusted me. And Vicky was also so confident, and she was, of course, now much more the professional than the first film we did. So she helped them a lot, I think. And I think like the relationship that she has with her sister was, yeah, one of the inspiration sources to make this film, and to see these girls together, and yeah, struggle through life basically, but also comfort each other.
Yeah, and for both of you, and we'll start with Vicky and then go to you, Sasha. What is it about working together that is so much fun for both of you guys that to keep coming back and working with one another?
I think it's the whole trust part, and being on in Dirty God, was there was loads of sex scenes. As a professional actress, you don't know what to expect, and to be honest with you, I would do a sex scene all day long with Sasha there. She makes you feel so comfortable, so trustworthy. And it's not even just about that. That's just more of getting really, really personal. But even just like our relationship off screen is just where she's a part of my family. And, with my first film, she saved my life, because before that I didn't want to be here. I didn't accept myself. And and it was just really rough. And Sasha gave me hope in life and made me realize that actually there is more to life than trauma. And the fact that Sasha, had the idea of actually making a film about it is just, I could never thank her enough.
Yeah, and Sasha, what for you is always like, why do you want, what about working with Vicky just keeps you coming back and making you want to keep working with her?
Because she gives such fantastic compliments. um, no, I mean, I think she's an amazing actress, and I was so lucky to found her in Dirty God, and such a great person, and I love working together with her. I think the relationship gets deeper every time, and you know each other, so you know where to, how to talk to each other, and what you can ask of each other, and I think I think both of us will go very far for the other person and help the other person, and push the other person to make something beautiful.
Yeah. And I love Silver Haze. And for my last quick question, I just want to know from both of you, what for you was like your favorite moment or scene or whatever that you guys got to have while filming Silver Haze?
Whoa, there's too many. I think, do you know what? Just the whole journey in itself, the crew became a family, you know, everyone loved each other. Just the whole experience of it, not knowing what your next location is, just having the freedom and the fun to be able to just see what happened, and obviously to have my family on set and be a part of it as well was just incredible. It's just an experience I would never ever forget.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for talking with me today. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait for people to get to see the movie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great one. Bye.